welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of heavyweight action.
All right, let's go.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one.
Don't stay in one spot.
Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Good block by Mr. Showtime. Flush right hand to the body. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Still not moving enough. Move. There you go.
Final 10 seconds of round number one.
Listen, you need to move your head more. Side to side, okay?
Here you go.
I want to see that head move more. You gotta throw more. You gotta fight. You gotta throw more. Don't fight him.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? I mean, you are winning this fight. Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots, you understand? You see some defense.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
Nice work.
Parries that punch away. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by the Brown Bomber. Solid uppercut. Halfway through round number two.
Back to the body.
And a big right hand by the Brown Bomber. Oh, a big shot comes home for him.
And he walked right into it.
We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later and something you got to start early and stay with.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man, in that last round, and you just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter than he was before.
Well, I agree with you, Joe. It's the accumulation of damage that's starting to get to him right now.
We got it.
Mr. Showtime's recuperative powers are proving to be very strong right here. This is the start to the round he wanted to have, coming off a round where he was clearly damaged. Well, you can tell he's being patient, waiting for a countering opportunity. Teddy, what does he have to think about in laying that trap?
Well, all he has to do is think a little bit like I do at tax season with my accountant. I don't want to go into that office. You know, my accountant's standing at the door. He's waiting for me to come in there. I want a rebate. And that's what he wants. He wants a rebate. He wants a counter. He's stepping back, and he's waiting for the guy to come to him, so he's the one who gets his way.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Commits to the straight right. You see him holding on. Nice strike after catching one by the Brown Bomber.
Keep working the bud.
Ten seconds to go in this third round.
Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's how I need to pick his jab. When he throws the jab, all right, bang the head and the body. Upstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Over and over again. Upstairs, downstairs.
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep fighting smart, keep busy, and don't take a break with this guy. You hear me?
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Jab, jab.
Mr. Showtime's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. There's a straight right hand. He just missed that shot up top. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Relax.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Mr. Showtime's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
The Brown Bombers left now getting into the mix. 10 seconds to go in the fourth. A well-targeted jab that time. And that's the end of round 4. Mr. Showtime's really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round, I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Mr. Showtime showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, he'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Pace yourself.
He has his target. He lands a straight right. Snaps that jab out.
You're not focusing.
That's a fierce left hand that landed by Mr. Showtime. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Mr. Showtime's got to do something. This is ridiculous. He's not doing anything.
What he's doing, I think, is hoping the referee's going to come in and do something for him, get him out of there. That might be what's going on.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the Brown Bomber.
You're not focused. Pace yourself.
Oh, what a harsh jab that time by Mr. Showtime. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Punch.
The Brown Bomber is able to land a nice, clean left hand. Good accuracy with that uppercut.
Use the jab.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Well-targeted right hand by Mr. Showtime. Mr. Showtime's corner has been in positions like this with other fighters. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. You get a moment to gather yourself here. You're leading on the scorecards, but you still have to stand up and deliver.
Listen, he's done. He's done. Your fighting is really okay? Don't fight his fight.
All right. All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Here we are, the start of another round, and if everything goes according to the way the first half of this fight went, he's going to be coasting in for an easy win.
Well, if his opponent goes along with it, he definitely will, but maybe he'll change the script a little, flip the script a bit.
Mr. Showtime's getting back to basics, a good solid jab. Teddy, I know you swear by it, and we're seeing it right in front of us. Good fighter, likes to fight on the outside, who's having a stellar night with that jab.
Hey, look, if you're going to be an accountant, you better know math. You better know how to add. You're going to be a good fighter, as far as I'm concerned. You better have a good jab.
More punches. Move.
Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
At the halfway point of round 7. The Brown Bombers nailed by a huge hook.
Left and right, back to the body.
And he ties up on the inside. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot.
Come on, kid, focus.
Ten seconds to go in the 7th. That's an impactful right hand by Mr. Showtime. And this round comes to an end.
He's hurt. I need you to jump on him.
You know, I get the sense as we open up this 8th round that he knows exactly where he stands right now. He's slightly up on your scorecard, but you can see he's got a little pep in his step.
Yeah, and he has a choice to make. Do you just stay in? Really, this is what separates guys sometimes in anything we do out there. Not just boxing, but does he just stay ahead now? Does he just slightly stay ahead? Maybe the other guy catches up then. Or does he look to go after him? Does he look to close the show? Take more.
Mr. Showtime's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Why is his opponent struggling so much here? Why can he not land a clean headshot?
Well, one reason is his opponent is moving his head. He's doing a good job of being elusive, but there's no change. He's just throwing straight, naked punches at him. He needs to make a little adjustment, a little adaptation. He needs to feint a little bit, get a false movement, get him out of position, get him off balance, and then time him a little bit. He keeps just throwing at him. He's going to keep doing what he's doing, move air around.
Well, he goes to the gut with a right hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Keep working the body.
Very accurate with the overhand right.
You're still not moving enough. Boom, boom.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes off strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here, too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Mr. Showtime's proving here that you can't hit what you... Solid. Wow, crushing blow upstairs. But he's going to continue on, beating the count. Halfway through the 9th round. Solid hook.
Relax. Focus.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Mr. Showtime's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. We count down the final moments of this round. Mr. Showtime's gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
The Brown Bombers' objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. So he went down earlier, and yet he's still fighting with the same kind of style, the same kind of disposition he was fighting with before the knockdown. If I'm the opponent, maybe that's a sign to me that, hey, maybe I didn't hurt the guy that much.
Or maybe it's a sign that this son of a gun is just very predictable. He can't change. And maybe I'm going to have a party tonight because I'm going to keep catching him with the same thing until he takes it away from me.
That's a good point. Halfway through round 10.
Uppercut.
The Brown Bombers whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing.
It's almost done. You had him that round. We're in control. Next round, let's keep busy. Keep it simple, okay? Just keep it simple. You're making this hard.
Mr. Showtime's enjoying a comfortable lead on Teddy's scorecard as we start round number 11. Teddy, you've been in this position many times in your career.
Yeah, what you want to do is you tell the guy, the obvious is, you know, don't make mistakes, but go out there, keep doing what you're doing. One of the mistakes could be stop doing what you're doing. Don't just stop offense because you're worried about defense. Keep throwing the punches, but make sure that you're alert and make sure that defensively you're on top of yourself.
He missed with that headshot. The Brown Bombers using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, place those punches in the right spots.
Halfway through this 11th round.
You're not focusing.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
You're not focusing.
The Brown Bombers left, landing well. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. And round 11 comes to an end. Mr. Showtime's in dominating form here tonight. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and he's ahead on our scorecards ringside.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's in the other guy's hometown. So don't let up too soon. Don't start partying too soon. Still keep doing the things you were doing to get you to this place.
He's got confidence he can crack, and he just did there.
And he had the distance, Joe, the height that he wanted to set up that punch.
The Brown Bombers' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is the block. He did it there well. Well timed by Mr. Showtime. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. Good defensive skill. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Tried the hook, didn't get it. And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, but you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. So all 3 judges give him the victory. A very good night by Mr. Showtime.
I don't think it was ever a question of who. It was always going to be how. Knockout or decision. We get a good decision here.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.